Okay, so in the interest of saving time, I will not be doing any narration on this. This is just be kind of me doing it, and I'll just kind of speed up the video. So I said I wasn't going to do any narration, but so the rotor goes the other direction, is on the left side. So okay, it's got to be counterclockwise the way it is right now. Yeah, because if I'm looking at the wheel this way, it's going to be rolling. It's going to be rolling this way. So, and we want the front to be on the right way, the right direction. Okay, that was a lot more difficult than the rear tire. I had to use a lot of lube to get that in there. This is way tighter than the rear. This is going to be interesting. So I don't know why none of these tubes came with the nuts to put them on there. There's a nut on the inside, but there's none on the outside. So I just been using this one here, this extra one I have. So if you got like old tubes or like punctured tubes that you've thrown away, keep the little nuts for the valve stem. So you never know when you need them. I've got this huge collection of freaking tubes now too. It's no big deal to me, but I'm just gonna put this nut here so it doesn't sink back in. You know, I almost lost it earlier. so I think I just pinched the tube. I pinched the tube with the rim protector. Oh, I just saw the air just come out. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I cut the tube with the rim strip, with the rim shield. Look at that. It's crazy. Look at that. And you just saw, like, all I did was like I moved the rim strip this way a little bit, and then I just saw poof, like some dust and some glass cleaner just shoot out of it. I'm like, oh, what happened there? How did that happen? Wow, okay, maybe you should use a little bit heavier duty tubes. I had a feeling this front tube was not so good. That's what I'm gonna say. Yeah, I think this front tube has seen better days, so I think we're gonna go use a different tube. Well, we have to use a different tube. Yeah, that ripped a little way too easily, man. Look at how thin it is, and yeah, wow. I don't know how that happened. That's the first. Well, it's the first time I've used it. You got cut with plastic. So, all right. I guess we'll have to try again with different tubes. 25% there for the front. I'll tell you this now, the front is a lot harder to do than the rear. Yeah, it seems like these wheels are just like they're too big for the wheel. I don't know. they don't balloon out. I'm used to normally the tires like sinking in, you know, but it's flat. So I mean, I guess that's good for the track. All right, here's Meg out. Okay, so I kind of looked it up on Google, and this is a freaking bicycle tube is what it is. It's a 7100. Well, yeah, there we go, 7100. So it's a little bit too small. It's a little bit too small for this. This is a 110. A little bit too small. They said you should use a 4-inch tube, and this is only like a 2 1/4 or 2.5. So we're gonna go ahead and. Should be pretty much the same tube for the front and rear. What a bummer, dude. Well, like I said, I had a feeling this tube was kind of old and crusty, and that kind of just proved it right there, you know. So I'm just gonna go take this off. We could probably still patch it, but this tube looks a little old. I honestly don't want to use this tube, so it's a good thing. It's a good thing we didn't get it all the way in there. Because then it may have given us problems along the way. So maybe we'll use some orders for those spots on new tubes. So I want to see if I got another tube lying around that I could use. I have a lot of tubes, so hopefully one of them will be okay. But I want to put specifically a regular duty tube, a standard duty. So all right, so I guess that's it for now. We'll just do this later. I gotta go do something. All right. Okay, so before I take off here, I found a tube in my shed. It says good 4 inches to 4 1/4 inches. It used to be a 4.5 to 5 in here, but I don't know where I got this from. Take a look at it real quick. It's probably used to be on the KLR is what I'm thinking. So 4.25. That looks like a good tube right there. Alright, so that's what we're going to use, and the rubber feels good. I don't really know where this came from, but it looks good. You can generally tell when your tube is bad, when your tube is getting old, is when you start to see like kind of rubber flaking off of it and stuff, when we're like peeling off of it. This one looks pretty good, and it's still really tacky. Whereas this one is like really, yeah, it feels really slippery and stuff and hard. So I genuinely think this tube was not a good tube try to put in, so it's a good thing it popped right there and not while I was riding. All right, so we'll go put that tube in later when I get to it. All right, here's Meg here. It's after dinner, and I gotta go finish putting this wheel on the tire. So this tire on the wheel. I got the wrong way around. All right, so I'm gonna kind of just speed this up. You can see kind of what I'm doing, and then I'll go over how it went. All right, here we go. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna stop shooting video right there because this is taking a while. It feels like this tire doesn't belong on this wheel. It's not wanting to go on. It's too small. It's too low. I can't use. I realize it keeps on wanting to. It keeps on wanting to seat itself. It wants to get into the bead wants to seat all the time, and this is not working at all because it's not the right size for it. This has to actually be cut out farther. So the bead buddy does not work for really wide rims. I'm beginning to understand that right now. So I've only really done like dirt bike wheels pretty much. I've never done like a Supermoto wheel. I think this is wider than all my other wheels. So really wide wheels you can't use this bead buddy on, apparently. It's not working. Maybe that particular one doesn't work, I guess. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to my DR and I'm gonna go get my my bead pros, and I'm gonna use those to keep the bead down. Yeah, that's all I can really do right now. So what's happening is when I'm trying to tighten it on this side, it's trying to seat the bead's trying to seat. It's like it's not wanting to go into drop center. Like the other one was more cooperative, probably because it was wider. But yeah, this one is giving me a lot of trouble. So I'm gonna cut the video out here, and I'll just let you know what happens after. All right, I got my bead pros. Hopefully these will do the trick. So I've used these to install tires before, and they help a lot. They help they help break the bead, you know. So here we go. Now let's try to get some video, but. Okay, so I think I may have pinched the tube again. I definitely pinched it here. I saw it sticking out over here underneath the bead. So I've been hearing some air kind of rushing out a little bit. I don't think there's no more air in here, so I'm gonna go put some air in there, and then we'll see if we hear anything rushing out in it. If we do, then we're kind of screwed. I don't have any more tubes put in there. Yeah. Pinched it here. Yeah, so fuck it. Damn it. Alright, so I think I pinched another tube. I'm gonna have to take it out. So I don't know, for some reason, after I used the bead buddy enough, it started dropping in the center and it started staying there. But it's still, you can see there's a lot of it hanging over the edge of the rim. So, okay, so I've kind of taken the tire back off a little bit, and I could definitely hear air rushing out. Yeah, I pinched the tube somewhere, so we'll take the tube out. I'll see if I can patch it, and then if we can't, then that'll be it for tonight. Fortunately, I ain't got no more tubes to put in here. I kind of do have one more, but it's an old one. I don't really want to put it in here. Okay, so I'll get the tube out there and we'll see what kind of damage we did to it. I think the tube is too big for the tire. A 110 is a kind of a small tire. This is a 4 and a 4 1/4. Maybe we need to get a smaller tube because I feel like the tube was sticking out of the wheel a lot, you know. All right. Well, I got the tube out. I don't really see any punctures anywhere. Maybe I took it out for no reason. But let's go put the valve core back in and make a floaty tube. Yeah, so I pinched it over here. Oh, good one. Yeah, I think I'll be able to, I can probably patch that, so I think I'm going to try to patch it. It's kind of hard to see, but there's like two little cuts right there. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if I should try to patch that. That'd be kind of a hard patch job. Oh, okay. So it actually cut it. It cut it in 4 places. Jeez, man. I don't think I should use this. So right here, there's 2 right here. They're kind of hard to see. Right here, and like actually 2 more right here too. So they're like tiny little bites. So yeah, I pinched it pretty good. I think I might be able to patch it. We can try putting a big patch on it, one of them big oval patches. So we'll put a big oval one around all the 4 little bite marks. Yeah, I did a pretty good number on it, but I think that might be able to hold. Okay, so we'll try to patch it, and then we'll try again, and then if it doesn't work, then I'll have to wait till tomorrow because I ain't got no more tubes. Okay, so I patched it, as you can see over there. So I use one of these kind of big square patches. Hopefully it does the trick. I'm gonna go put some air in it right now, and then we'll see what happens. And then I'm going to go take this thing on a 3rd time. I've never had a tire give me this much trouble. It looks like it's good. Alright. So that's good. Hades Omega doesn't have much experience patching tires. I usually just change the tubes, but it's good to know I can do it. So you can definitely see. You can definitely see here where it used to be, where the holes are, there's like, it's kind of like, it's opening up a bit. So hopefully that'll be okay. I think it should be fine. If I patched it right, I don't think there'll be a problem. So, alright, let's go do this again. So, since I'm having so much trouble, I don't want to waste any more data or video. Trying to get me do this. I'll just let you know how it turns out. Okay, so I just fished the valve stem through the thing, and the tube's in there again. Everything looks like it's lined up. I need to put the little nut back on, and then the fun part begins, trying to get the freaking tire on here with the tube without pinching it. So this time I'm not going to use those rim protectors. I think one of the reasons I'm pinching it is because of those rim protectors. I'm trying to put it in there, and then like it's like, and the tube feels like it's trying to pop out of the rim and stuff. So I think we're just gonna have to do the thing with it, man. All right, so I got the little nut in there, so I don't lose the valve stem, and it's time to go to town on it. So we're gonna no rim shields this time. And I don't think I'm going to put any air in the tube. It feels like the tube might be too big for this tire. So I'm just going to have to be really careful when I stick those spoons in. Alright. So, wish me luck. I'll get maybe like 10 minutes of video, and if I'm still struggling, then I think it's time to, then I'll just turn the video up. Okay, I think I'm about ready to drive it home. It looks like I'm doing pretty good. It's not staying in the, it's staying in the drop center. It's behaving this time. That's good. I don't know what I was doing wrong last time, but it sure is a hell of a lot easier without those rim shields. So, kind of lie down on this side. It's so nice having the stand, you know. Ooh. Oh, man, that is tough, dude. Okay, time to lube it up a little more. I think we're close. I don't know if I pinched it too because I didn't put air in it this time, so it looks like it's warmed up. Okay. Go. Should probably be the last fight, I think. Ugh. Oh, damn it. This is so tight. What is going on here? Nothing is touching the thing right here. Nothing. Still not wanting to go. Oh, boy. Okay, last fight. I'll be able to just press it on there. No. So I think what's happening now is the tire is it's not soft anymore. It's really hard. So that's probably what I'm having some difficulty doing this. So I'm gonna bust out the Raptor Claw. I have not have to use the Raptor Claw yet, but to get that extra leverage down on the tire, so I can get it off the other side. And I'm sure I've scratched the shit out of this wheel already. Yeah, it's not a. I can't even get the tire iron in there. Yeah, this is a pretty skinny spoon too. This one's doesn't get cut like that normally. I'm gonna go for the gold. Got it. Boom! How you like them apples? All right, so I got it on there. Whew. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna kind of unseat the bead real quick because it's kind of wanting to seat, and then I'm gonna check and see if I pinch the tube anywhere. It looks like we're good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna take this out, which didn't help too much. All right. I did it! Victory! Finally, I got that sucker on there. All right, so now we're just gonna air it up. All right, so last thing, and then I'll go balance it. I don't think I'll balance it. Let's just put air in it to help it seat. To seat this stuff real quick. So when you're seating it, you should definitely leave it with the bead. I'm going to get that big pop. So. All right, there it is. It's all done. So, wait, the other side did not seat. What's going on? Oh no, yeah, it's in the seat right here. Okay, I guess we're gonna. Okay, it did not seat over here. So what I'm gonna do is some on this side, and we'll just go down with this guy. Oh! It was pretty bad. I think I better wash my eyes out. So the bead was gonna pop over here, and and when it did, it shot some freaking glass cleaner in my eyes. So I think I better go wash my eyes out real quick. Okay, so the last thing I did was I put these valve stem nuts back in. I put them in all the way, but I made sure they're not tight. I just make sure they're kind of hand tight. Maybe go all the way to the bottom and then like loosen it just a little bit. It's not that critical for street wheels, because I think this one is 30 psi and the other one was 25 psi. With those tire pressures, I don't think you have to worry about the tire spinning on the rim. Maybe, but these tires got a lot of grip, man. They grip a lot. So the KLX doesn't have a whole lot of power, but you know, you never know. You can never be too careful. Because we'll probably be subjecting the front tire to a lot of braking forces. So it may spin on the rim. Hopefully not. But yeah, that would be the only reason you would spin the front tire, is if you were braking really, really, really hard. You know, you just suddenly lock that sucker up. All right, so that's it for tonight. I'm just gonna clean up all my tire changing stuff here, and then I'll get the balancer out, and we'll do it tomorrow. All right, here we go. All right, so also before I leave tonight, I would like to give a little shout out to Motion Pro Bead Pro tire levers. I started using these to install tires like the last couple tire installs, and these things are spectacular. So I don't know if you really saw me on the video, but on the video I was I finally said like, hey, I'm gonna bust these out and I'm gonna use them. I think I may buy a second set, one of the really long ones, for my toolbox, but these are my trail ones. And they work perfectly fine, even though they're not super long. This guy, the little fork one, I call this a fork, and I call this the raptor claw. You know, like a raptor. So I use the fork one. The fork one is to press down on the bead and to get it off of the bead into the drop center. And if I need like maximum effort to push that tire down into there, I'll put this in here and then slip this sucker in there and then wrench both of them in there, and that sucker will go down. Don't worry about it. That was on there pretty tight, and these did the trick right here, man. So not only does it help you break the bead to take tires off, you can also use it to keep the tire off of keep the bead off of the side of the rim and keep it into the drop center while you're installing. It's like, it works like a bead buddy is what it is. That's why they call it Bead Pro. Not only that can you use them for removing tires, you can use them for installing tires, and I learned that the last couple tire installs. Works really good. All right, here we go.